What's up, everybody? Today I'm here to review Mortal Kombat. I just saw it yesterday night, and well, this will be first of all just my overall thoughts. No spoilers, but when I get to the spoilers, I'll let you know just in case if you haven't seen it yet. So if you have been around my channel, you probably know I've been very excited for this film. I love the game. It's actually one of my favorite games. I think probably the only one I'm really good at. I love the characters. And I was super excited for this. We could call it a reboot, even though I still think the original one has a really special place in my heart, and I still love that film. But let's talk about the new Mortal Kombat. Well, I thought that this film was very exciting, however short. For some reason, it could have been a little bit longer. I was expecting maybe more action scenes. However, I also saw on Twitter that I think one of the actors mentioned that a lot was cut out of the film, and that's probably Warner Brothers again. But anyways, I still think the film was a lot of fun. I thought that the characters were very true to who they are in the video game, which I really like. Liu Kang, it was so cool, you know, that power that he has with the fire. I love that, you know, that's something that I was like, wow, I love his moves, you know, I love when, anyways, it really felt like I was watching that character that I play with, you know. I loved Sub-Zero and Scorpion. I think those two were really well done, you know. It was really cool to see, you know, as we saw in the trailer, that we were going to have a little bit of a backstory to Scorpion, and I think that was pretty cool. So I enjoyed that, but I was expecting more Scorpion in the film. And we didn't get enough, in my opinion, but it was still good what we got, you know. I really enjoyed the fight choreographies. I enjoyed the visual effects. I think if I have a problem with visual effects, it's probably just two things. Goro was a little bit fake, in my opinion. I like the original because he's animatronic, and when it's something tangible, you know, you could tell the difference, you know. So I really like that original one because you can see Goro feels real, but here you could totally see it's a CGI thing. So I didn't think the CGI on Goro was that great. And there was one scene with Jax that I thought the arm looked a little bit weird. So I think that CGI particularly wasn't that great, but overall the rest was pretty good. I loved, I forgot the name of that girl that had the scars. Oh, anyways, it'll come to me, but I thought she was really cool. Shang Tsung was great as well. Raiden was way more serious this time, you know. If I'm just drawing a comparison with the original one, I love Christopher Lambert because he's always sarcastic, and that laugh, he usually says something and he just go, haha. I just really like that version of Raiden, but here we have a completely different Raider, super powerful. I love his power and all of that, but he's way more serious. He is not as sarcastic as Christopher Lambert, but I really enjoyed his interpretation. I just wish it was a little bit longer. We could have seen more of the fights, and the plot didn't really go the way I thought it would be, but I'll mention that when I got to the spoiler review because this is just my overall thoughts. So yes, I definitely recommend. I think it's a good time if you enjoy fight films, especially if you like video game films. I think this was a good adaptation. It could have been better, but I had a great time watching it. You know, I was really rooting for the character. Kung Lao was awesome. It was really cool to see him. Pretty much all of the characters were pretty awesome. I just think that Sonya Blade didn't shine as much as I would like her to. So I felt that she was a little bit left to the side, but I'll discuss that on the spoilers part as well, because there's probably a reason why. I feel like in the original she was way more of a badass, but here I don't know. Kano was hilarious. The guy that was acting, you know, with that accent, he was just it was a lot of fun to watch him. But anyways, let's get to the spoilers. All right, guys. So one of the things that I thought or I didn't realize is that I thought we were eventually going to get to the tournament. However, this movie never gets to the tournament. This movie is basically Shang Tsung trying to attack the Earth protectors prior to the tournament. So it's very different in the original film, in which we get to the tournament. I didn't expect that. I thought we were going to get to the tournament, but I enjoyed that it was a little bit of a different plot line. And then let's talk a little bit about the new character Cole. I didn't really mention on the non-spoiler part because I feel like I just have to spoil when I mention him. To be quite honest, I didn't care much for him at the beginning, just because I was like, oh, he's a new character, and I really wanted to see the other characters. I wanted Sonya Blade, I wanted Johnny Cage, I wanted Liu Kang, but it took me a while to care for Cole. But eventually, when we find out, soon enough we knew that, right from the beginning, it was not that hard to connect that he was going to be connected to Scorpion. So that kind of made his story a little bit more interesting. But I wasn't too impressed with his power towards the end. And I'm way more excited to see Johnny Cage coming into the picture, because we have a hint towards the end with the poster in Johnny Cage. Because I really wish he was in this film, because I love, one of the things I really like from the original is the dynamic of Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, and Sonya Blade. So I missed that in here, but now, since this movie wasn't about the tournament will still happen. It totally makes sense. So I feel like they did this on purpose so they could have more than just one film. Because if you go back to the original film, the original was good. It was such a fun film. But then you have the other one, Annihilation, or I don't even know what is it called, but it's garbage, that film, and that they completely ruined the franchise. But here, I could see it going to a better direction, especially when we eventually will get to the tournament. That's probably going to be the next film. Apparently, the Sub-Zero guy said that he's already signed for 4 other films, something like that. Anyways, I was a little disappointed that Scorpion wasn't in the film as much. There was only mainly just one fight, the one that we saw on the teaser. And I was like, oh, man, I wanted to see more of Scorpion, because he's such this awesome character. And I feel like this movie was way more of a Sub-Zero film. He was the main villain. He was the real badass. Now, one thing I'm not really sure is that towards the end, pretty much all of these awesome characters died, right? However, Sub-Zero actor said he's coming back. And then we see Shang Tsung using that smoke over there. We know that he has something to do. He can control souls, right? He can suck people's souls. So I don't know if he can bring people back to life, because it would be very weird to see another Mortal Kombat without Goro or at least Sub-Zero. Especially, we want to see Sub-Zero and Scorpion again. I don't think that was enough. I also felt that we didn't really need Cole to be there to help beat Sub-Zero. That should have been just Scorpion. So that one of the things I didn't really care as much. The whole Cole family, I thought that was very predictable. So that part I didn't care as much, but oh my goodness, the fatalities, it was brutal. Oh my God, that scene where Jax just fights that guy and he's basically just destroyed the guy's head. It was just crazy. So I really enjoyed the gore. I thought that was something that was missing from the other Mortal Kombat. Like I said before, this is also a little bit different because, wow, Kung Lao is gone as well. I wasn't expecting that, because he's such a cool character, and I love the whole thing with the hat. I was like, it was so well done. Like I said, guys, the one thing I really liked here is that all the characters really felt like the video game characters. Apart from Sonya Blade, because I did not see her doing her, she has that move where she grabs people's head with her leg, and I didn't see her do that in this film. I mean, she did something, but not exactly. It was in the original, she does it better, in my opinion. So I thought she was a little bit to the side, but I said I was going to mention why. Well, the reason is that she doesn't have the mark. This is also something new in this film, because this didn't, we didn't have that in the original either, but now you have this mark, and when you have the mark, you also have your arcana, which gives you these powers. So I thought that was a really clever way to explain how they get their powers. And Sonya Blade is basically, throughout the entire film, she doesn't have the mark. So she's left to the side because of that, but then eventually she gets it when she kills Kano. And Kano, of course, first I thought it's weird that he's on the good guy's side, but then of course he turns to the bad side, and yeah, well done. Sonya Blade killed him, but he was a very entertaining character, so it will be weird to not see him return, because I did not see Shang Tsung recovering his body. Maybe I'm mistaken, I have to watch it again. Anyways, guys, I guess I don't know what else can I say, but I really recommend this film if you like Mortal Kombat, if you like this sort of films, you know, gore, because it's definitely going to be bloody. I think this was great fun. I just wish it was a little bit longer, and I wish maybe they should have ended when it's getting to the tournament or something way more exciting, because now the only thing that appears that it will happen is that they're still trying to find more fighters, and one of them is Johnny Cage. Oh, another thing I wanted to say, one of my favorite parts was when Liu Kang, he uses the dragon fire. Oh my God, that was so beautiful. I love that. That CGI looked really great. That was one of the best parts. I was like, that is so cool. I really, really enjoyed that. And I guess that's it, guys. That is my review for Mortal Kombat. It was great fun. I'm going to watch it again. I wish it was longer. I want to see more of the fights. But drop a comment down below. Have you seen Mortal Kombat? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe for more. And I'll see you next time. Bye.